So today, our concept is pretty simple: ordering real numbers. It's pretty basic. It boils down to this: take these numbers and put them in order. But here's the complicating factor. Sometimes our numbers aren't just normal numbers. Yes, sometimes we've just got a regular integer. But sometimes we have fractions. Sometimes we may have radicals. Radicals with fractions, or any other kind of number. Put them in order. But why is it so important that they be in order? Oh, I don't know. Why do your parents tell you to clean up your room? So you can find your stuff later. Now, putting these things in order is not that big a challenge. What it comes down to is familiarity. If you've been dealing with these numbers for a long time, you know exactly where they belong. If you haven't, you need practice. That's why we practice. Now, putting them in order takes a process. It's not a trick, it's just what you have to do to make it work. The first thing is, we need these to look like the same kind of numbers. Right now, with radicals and regular numbers and decimals, it's not working that way. So what you need is a calculator. Now that we have them in the same kind of number, all decimals, they'll be an awful lot easier for us to put in order. Let's see, what's the smallest number here? That one that's less than 1. Obviously the smallest number here. Here's the trick. Keep them together. That goes over here. Then next is the 1.4, because anything with stuff after it would be more than that. But the 2 is obviously more than both of those. So the 2 goes this direction. And in fact, the 2 is more than 1.5. Would you look at that? The red ones are all in order now. Now that these are in order, we don't need these anymore. We can stay with just those. Now, why do we do this? I don't know, sorting, organization, keeping things in their place so you can find them later. And what we can do, now that we know they're in order, is we can put them on a number line in relation to each other. Now we know where they belong. Now, we practice this over and over and over, and we test you over it, because when you're familiar with these numbers, you don't have to worry about where they go and what's more than the other. You just know. And when you just know, the stuff we do later comes easier. And there's a lot of stuff to do later that's kind of hard. So if we can make this easy, we're ahead of the game. To order real numbers just means to take numbers, some of them potentially goofy, and put them in order. In order to do this, step 1, change them from goofy to non-goofy. Use a calculator. Then put the non-goofy numbers in the right order. Then change them back to goofy if necessary.